From the subreddit Showerthoughts. True happiness is not having to set an alarm for the next day. True sadness is not being able to sleep in even when there's no reason to get up early. Knowing you have the next day off is way better than actually having the day off. I've been jobless for 2 years due to health issues. I don't need to wake up at any specific time. But I sure wish I felt good enough and had the energy to pursue my dreams and hobbies. I find joy in turning my alarm off and going back to sleep. Like in prison. I haven't set an alarm to wake up in years. True happiness is not being alarmed by my life every day. And waking up depressed and angry because you slept until 2:30 p.m. and the day is already too gone to do anything that you wanted to do. I even set an alarm in the weekends without any particular thing to do. Growing older has taught me that actually experiencing your day instead of sleeping it away is quite wholesome. Does it count when my noisy wife and kids wake me up at 7, even on my days off? Lol. Joking aside, I feel ya on this. Knowing you will wake up at 5 a.m. hours before you need to without an alarm is not happiness. Because I have them set already. So true happiness is Friday. I have a 18 months old that sleeps in our bed. Alarm clock or not does not matter to me anymore. I will experience that happiness again, someday. As an owner of a 2-year-old, I no longer need a morning alarm, so start each morning in nirvana. True frustration is when you forget to turn off your alarm and it goes off on your day off. I set off too many times. I've been WFH since March 13, 2020, I've set, no more than 3 to 4 alarms in past 20 months. If this pandemic/WFH situation ever ends, I legitimately don't know how I'll cope with having to readjust to real morning routines 5 days a week. I don't know about this. I never have to set an alarm because my infant likes to start his day at 3 a.m. Much true happiness. I hate not having an alarm. Hey. There's better things than that. Being without work for too long is pretty exhausting. You lose sense of time and who you really are, ending up as a lone husk of a person with no drive or motivation anymore. I'd pick someone who loves me over not setting an alarm. Op doesn't have a toddler. The only time I set an alarm now is when I have the rare appointment early in the morning where I have to get up before 8:30 a.m. Retirement is nice in that way, but it gets boring. It hasn't worked for me. Idric about that, but big happiness for me would be to find love and get loved back. I've hit the age where I no longer have any reasons to set an alarm clock after many decades of hard work, most involving being at my job far earlier than most people. My life is finally my own. Each day an open book waiting for me to fill it with whatever of my own choosing. You wanna fucking believe I set my alarm so I can get up even earlier in the morning? Oh wait, that's not quite true. I no longer even own an alarm clock, I just naturally get up hours before dawn each morning, of my own volition. Hang there, your turn will come, too. If you don't want to set an alarm to wake up, don't. Set an alarm to go to bed instead. The definition of retirement. True happiness is waking up fully rested slightly before your alarm goes off. I disagree. True happiness is an alarm going off and you realizing you don't actually have anything requiring you get up. So for just a brief blissful second, you get to go back to sleep having learned you have nothing to do. I'm not happy. I'm not employed. The night before vacation I set alarm so when it went off I could turn it off and snub my nose at it. Felt great doing that. I agree. Develop your internal body clock. I still get up on time without an alarm these days. Unless the reason you don't have to set an alarm is you know something is going to wake you up anyway. Hello, screaming baby. Retirement is never having to set an alarm ever again. Every day is Saturday. This is a fact. But seriously though. It gets old after a while. Misery is forgetting to turn your alarm off on a holiday. True happiness is also setting your alarm really early because the next day you're going to do something exciting. I miss those days. I feel more satisfied setting alarm anyway but snooze it. I fixed this problem by going to bed early. I now sleep until I wake up naturally, no alarm. Or terrible insomnia. What if you wake up at 5:30 no matter what day it is? Frown. Ike man, pretty severely depressed and without a job ATM and I don't have to set an alarm. I tried it but might as well not even have one. I don't set an alarm anymore because I know I'll be woken up by a screaming newborn. Yet my newborn has made me truly happy. Get a bartending job, by this metric you'll be happy for life. Thanks for reminding me to set my alarm greater than I. Food is happiness. Or leaving your normal alarm on and being able to ignore it. I can agree with this and at the same time say, after over 30 years with ADHD, I've discovered there are no off days. Routine seems to be the only miracle drug. Many might scoff about how ridiculously scheduled all of my days are. It is the only thing that works for me. If I don't have an alarm set, I'm sick or something is wrong. Look forward to a day when that isn't true. Hate constantly staring down the barrel of self-sabotage. I usually have to set the alarm once in maybe 10 or so days. And #X200B, I am not happy. Op clearly doesn't have kids. I haven't set an alarm in 3+ years. I haven't set an alarm in years. Because I have children who don't let me sleep anyway. Not necessarily. I even set an alarm when I don't have to. Waking up late feels like I'm wasting time. It's the simple things, isn't it? Essentially, that's the best way to summarize it. This is a lie. I haven't set an alarm for the past 2.5 years, but my 2.5 wakes me up every morning at 6 a.m. Whenever I have a day off other than the weekend, I keep my alarm set. If only for the indescribable pleasure of turning it off, and mumbling "not today," bitches into my pillow. Waking up early and well rested without an alarm, so you can just lay in bed and watch YouTube for hours before getting up is better. True freedom, I'd call it. I haven't set an alarm in years, except when I needed to get up for something I wanted/needed to go, like hiking really early. I just naturally wake up at the time I need. One of my dogs wakes me up hours before I'd prefer to wake up. Basically, when there's light in the sky, he's up. I haven't set an alarm in years. Sorry, I missed the alarm on that. True and goated. Maybe for you. I know folks who can't wait to get up early and work out and start their day. Also, if the happiest you are in life is when you don't have to get up the next day for work/school, then it's probably not true happiness, just a temporary relief. And then you wake up at 6 a.m. anyway. No, true happiness is waking up 10 minutes before the alarm because you're so excited to start your day. Last week was Thanksgiving, so I had that day off. I had to do a quick on-site visit for a client on Friday that took only a couple hours or so, and then I called it a day by 11 a.m. or so. Thursday, most of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today, Monday, have been absolutely amazing, being able to sleep in a bit and not stress about anything. I don't need an alarm, I have cats. Ah, so your body clock is adjusted without the alarm, nice. I have an alarm set for every day, whether it's a weekday or weekend. Can anyone figure out why? Laughs in parent. Not having tinnitus was pretty cool. Depends. If I'm setting the alarm to go do something fun, and that thing is cancelled, that's not really happiness. True happiness is not getting what you want. It's wanting what you already have. I stopped setting my alarm. It never helped anyway. I just live with the consequences of whenever I get up. And then doing whatever the fuck you want all day. Sometimes I leave my alarm on for Saturday even if I don't have to work, just so I can tell it how I really feel before turning it off. Feels pretty good. Posting this on a Monday greater than. The 4 days I just had off were amazing, not waking up to an alarm. The animals, on the other hand. I don't set alarms, but I'm still not quite happy. You really gotta think about why this society normalizes the act of cutting your sleep early, like maybe it's fine for certain occasions, but every day? Really? Damn. Agreed. Well, unless you're unemployed and need a job, lol. I have young kids. I haven't set an alarm at home in years. I haven't had to set an alarm in a while. Just wake up at 6:30 naturally. Is it not like that for most? That's laziness, not happiness. True happiness is not waking up.